Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls of all ages, welcome back to another World of Tanks replay with host GreatTaz. Now let's get this battle on the road in 3, 2, 1, roll out. Hello everyone, it's me, GreatTaz, once again, and we're here with another World of Tanks replay. Today we're going to be watching myself once again in another battle for the CC-1 Mark II. Again, this was done while it was on track. Of course, I was try to play the tanks as most during this time because of the bonus experience, and it allows you to get through the tanks a little bit quicker. It makes it a little harder to learn the tanks, but it does get you through the tanks quicker. And my biggest goal right now is to attempt to get into get to all the tier 10s of all the tanks. And then I'm going to start working on getting all the modifications for the tier 10 tanks. And then I'm going to go back trying to ace them and mark them and stuff like that. Now, this may be a lot slower than some of the other content creators out there, but this is more of a hobby than it is a full-time job. And if it was even in the job classification, it would be a tertiary or third job, and it is a part-time gig. So here we are on Halluf, as you can see here. The E75 decides he's going to continue to pull forward, or other words, that VK4502 Alpha, or A. Alpha is the it's what we use in the military to give a letter like a word or something for radio word, so it's easier to understand when you're spelling out stuff. So you can see there, that's what that would have been on the VK the first time. It would have been a nice couple 500 points. And there you can see the Moz. I just waiting for the VK to peek around again. I'm not spotted, as far as I do know. Did hit him. Now he's going to come around. He will respot me again. And then I will again do it again. There's the Mausian. Didn't get a shot in on him, and as you can see, as soon as I get around there, he doesn't even want to take a shot at me. If I would have waited a couple more seconds, I might have been able to take a pot shot at that T30. But the overhaul here, as you can see, the Moss and the E75, they have pushed up right on that corner, and that's where they're best for. Now, this Reedy guy here in the T34, he's not playing this corner as smart as he could. He is sticking out quite a bit of his tank to peek around the corner. As you can see there, tier 10, their Super Conqueror is right over in there. Now, we're going to go play some a little bit with the Super Conqueror. As you can see, Brady here again. I pull up on the corner so I can see around, so I can maybe get a shot at the Super Corner, is just sitting right there. He's sitting right in the perfect spot to be a pain in the butt, making us scrape our tank on theirs. And now instead of now he's being a total jerk and backing up and giving me no way to back out of danger. So when you're playing with other people, you have to be absolutely aware of what is going on around you. Now, as you can see here, I start turning around, and at this point, I notice that the EBR 105s are having a battle together, but their team has the Barask as support. So, and the Super Conqueror comes around. So I'm trying to come around here to an attempt to give our EBR 105 a little extra support. He does have support from the Cobra and the UDES, but I figure if I can give him a little extra support and keep him alive, that is probably the best thing right there. As you can see, their 105 is running around. I'm looking around, trying to figure out where anything might be. I'm trying to keep an angle so that my lower glacis will block stuff. And I am trying to, there you can see the Tortoise I do get spotted, and the Tortoise is already looking at me. Right away, you can see that just because even before I was spotted, as soon as their 105 was able to spot me, he was literally shooting me. So he was already looking at me, and there's zero chance that he could have been paying attention that well. Now, we are down a light tank, unfortunately. but we are up on others. As you can see here, the enemy creeped around the corner, and to their dismay, they're just going to get some shots in the butt. They never turned around to fire at me. They went chasing after the Moz, which is fine. It just allows me to get butt shots on all of them. There are other CC Mark 1, CC-1 Mark freaking 2 is actually doing. And you can see there that the UDES is telling me to back off, and I just ignore him because honestly, our mouse just got destroyed, and we need everything up here to hold them as well as possible. We need them to come to us. That we don't need them to sit back there and, you know, play chicken coward. There comes a T-30 around the corner. I am locking up and loading up some premium ammo so that I might be able to actually penetrate the turret, because that's all I'm going to mostly be able to get on the T-30 a lot of times. As you can see here, I bounce a shot of his APCR, which he's using the big gun, the 155, which is going to it really irritates anybody who's playing a T-30 or the T95 or the 103 or the E3 or E4. It really irritates people. So there we have the Super Conqueror, and right into nothingness. And the T-30, I'm not sure who he was firing at. He can't fire yet. I know that. I know his reload. It's about 15-second reload. So I know he's not reloaded. As you can see there, I come around here and I use more of this tank to be able to actually shoot. He does get a shot in there. Unfortunately, I'm not sure where it hit. I didn't freaking look. But I am trying to push forward a little bit so that there is less space for him to be able to get away with. Nasty crap. Okay, now I'm reloading, and I'm in a very precarious position. The Cobra's reloading also, so I have to watch myself. There, I get pure luck because he derps the ground. Thankfully, the Lorraine 40 comes around, and unless he is shooting premium, he got a 15-second reload. I'm going to be reloaded before he will. So there, I'm going to get one shot in. I'm thinking his ammo rack's hit. Nope. But I don't care. He bounces off my turret. Again, do you think you're going to pen my turret, boy? I give him a quick salute for the attempt, but he was shooting standard rounds, and now we basically recaptured this whole corner after losing it. And we're going to push on. So that was a very strenuous point in the battle overall, just for the simple fact that didn't know what was going on. I turned around to help the 105, and after I did, I wasn't paying to the mini-map, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, we are in a position where we're in serious trouble. Now what I'm doing here is I am attempting to use the other CC-1 Mark II as a shield for my load glaciers. I did load up HE. The HE was an attempt to actually be able to take out the Brask, but the Brask is already dead. And it takes so long to reload up a set of rounds, I ignore it. First shot right into the tortoise there does take out his gun. He does get tracked, which allows me to get another one into him, taking out his engine right there. And then I will not get the third one in right away, but he does pull back forward, which allows me to get another one in and another critical hit. So there's 3 critical hits out of all 3 shots I hit with him. So the ERB, if we spot the ISU 152, so that's another tank that's going to be a problem for us. And then the Lorraine does run by him. I am loading, so as soon as I can, I will fire on him, as I do, as you see here, to try to save the Lorraine. But the Lorraine ends up getting taken out by the EBR 105. The SU 152 is unknowing where the shots are coming from, but 100% of his life now belongs to me. So now we're down to basically 4-on-1. The Tortoise is a very difficult tank to deal with. It has a heavy armor in the front, and it also has good good rate of fire, really good rate of fire. So as in comparison, he's going to probably get off 8 rounds in the time I get off 4. And that's even not even including uh, reloading a whole clip. So he's probably going to get off roughly 10 rounds if I would have to make a quick guess. As you can see there, he is spotted. Starts taking damage. I am pushing around here to try to sneak up behind him. Unfortunately, the Cobra decides he wants to go the same way, and you're going to see this, which really screws things up. If he wanted to go a direction, he should have went around the backside. If he pays attention to the minimap, he could actually see that I'm pushing this side. I have 4 rounds. I have probably better pen, even if he's using premium HE and all. But he has less hit points. As you can see there, the Tortoise is driving away from me. At that point in time, if I was the Cobra, I would have stopped, turned around, and go to the other way, because the Tortoise is now going to come to face me because he knows that I am here, which is going to cause issues in the whole ordeal. Now, we do have 2 people actually capping, which if they don't cap, then that's no big deal. If they do, that's no big deal. As you can see there, I get a good shot in, and the Cobra comes running around. He doesn't realize that the Tortoise is shot, but yet he's still going to reload in time. That's why the Cobra should have come around the backside. If he would have came around the backside, I would have got that shot in. He could have peeked up around the corner and then got the shot in the back. We would have won by destruction. That's fine. He complains about his tank. It's not really over his tank. It's partly him too. And as you can see here, we get down close to the last couple seconds. Tortoise does fire at me. We take that last shot. Unfortunately, it does not go through. And that is the battle. But it ends in a victory through capturing. And overall, it was a good battle. And I did enjoy it. I hope you did too. Now, let's run over to Watt Records and see how I did overall in this battle. Alright everyone, and here we over on wattrecords.com. There is wattreplays.eu. I prefer wattrecords.com for the simple fact they give a little more info. Both have their advantages, honestly. But I prefer records over replays just for the simple fact there's more. Now, Wargaming gets all their stuff from replays, and I think they have over control of wattreplays.eu, where I don't think they have overall control of wattrecords.com. So you'll see Des Gamers also uses wattrecords.com. We got a second class badge. We also got shellproof, which blocked more than the hit points of the vehicle, and we got fire for effect. Got 30 bonds, 198,000 credits, 5,460. This was played, doesn't have a date on here. This was either played right after the on track for this, during the Christmas event, or during the Christmas event at the very end of this. I don't remember the exact date. As you can see there, 5,054. That second class badge is from a 1040. If you figure second class 1040, and even if you figure that's mid tier for 1040, you're going to want to add at least another 100 experience points on that, and then probably about another 150 to that. So we're looking roughly at 1,300 to ace this tank. That is just a guess. You can go to Skill LTU's site. He does have a list there, and there are other sites like tomatoes.gg that also have a running list of what it takes to ace a vehicle or market. As you can see there, 3,746 overall. That is second in overall damage overall for everybody, but is number 1 on the team. As you can see here, here's the list of everyone I destroyed and or damaged or spotted or had something to do with. Sure ship, I believe that is my teammate that I accidentally hit in the E75. Yeah, it's even showing that up. Can't do any damage, can't do anything to him, but I did shoot them unintentionally. So as you can see there, under the detail report, we fired 24 shots. Of those, 20 of them did hit. Of those, only 9 penned. Even though we did some splash damage, 3 of them were splash damage, and that was from the HEs. 1 of those did miss. Just a bad pen ratio that night. Overall, the RNG in my pen was a little off. 3,746, only 1,300 of it was from long range. I did receive 9 hits. If I were to received 1 more, I would have easily got 2 more actually. I would have received and blocked. Steel wall, 3 penetrations, 6 non-penetrations, And that literally, those 3 penetrations took me almost all the way to dead, and that was because of the T-30 hit me for 750 hit points. Exactly. Every one of his shots that hit, the blocks and the penetrating shot, were 750 hit points. Weird. No variation there. The blocks are always going to be your average. When you block something, it's going to be the average damage of the gun firing at you for that round. When you penetrate, that's where you have your RNG pop in. So overall, 2,700 blocked, which was really nice. 3 enemies spotted, 6 damage, 2 destroyed. Traveled over 2.4, roughly 2.4 kilometers. 11-minute battle overall. It was with a premium account, so I got 51,000.6 credits. Personal reserves, I got 25.8, plus rewards and missions for events. That was Christmas stuff. I got another 120. So Christmas, the holiday ops events are really the best time to get a lot of credits, especially if you play in premium immos. I know of someone that like got over 500,000 credits in one tank during that. It's also the reason they don't run stuff like Frontlines during the holiday ops. People will be walking out with 2-3 million credits. 198 was my total. I did spend quite a bit, but I came out with 125. Here's my experience. 1560. It was a ×2 battle, so that doubles that. 1560 for completing missions rewards. Again, this was during the holiday ops season. And the personal reserves, 780 overall. So 54 that's going. At this point in time, this tank is fully kitted out. I am just trying to get the field mods so that way I can roll on into the Minotaur. I do own it, do have it researched and all, so it is what it is. This was a really fun battle. It was an intense battle at points and times, especially when I turned around and realized that 3 enemy tanks had gotten behind their moss and stuff, and I was too tunnel visioned on the center of the map. I should have sooner turned around. If I would have turned around a lot sooner, I would have been able to take more shots, taking out the P44, possibly getting 2 good shots into the also into the char for sure. So map awareness is big, and this part of the reason I'm doing this video is to show that map awareness is big. Because of my lack of map awareness, the Moss ended getting taken out. That corner, that T75, E75, that corner, we lost that corner, but we did bring it back around in the end. So I mean, if I would have been paying much more attention, watching those guys come around on the minimap, I would have been able to take out either the 30, definitely would have been able to take out the P44, and maybe even the char for sure. I may have been able to take out all 3 of them if they didn't realize that I was behind them. They didn't realize I was behind them until I shot them in the rear end, and then that's where they're like, oh snap, there's someone behind me. So it was a really good battle, a learning experience. Something that everyone gets tunnel visioned when they're in that point in kind of time. They're looking at trying to central one area, and the mini map gets completely ignored. It's understandable, but map awareness is huge in game. It can change the tide of battle. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it was a good battle. It was a fun battle, and I enjoyed playing the battle. I hope watching this replay of me playing this battle, and if you did, make sure you click that like button. Also, while you're down there clicking that like button, why don't you give us a little comment if you think there's anything I can do to improve, whether it's in the game, video editing, or just want to drop your favorite emoji. Go right ahead and do that. Second way, there is a second way to say you like and comment. Also down there clicking like, commenting. If you click more on the description, there is a link that will bring you right to this page. You may have to sign up by sign into the site. It'll be right up here where my name is. It says GreatTaz, and then log out. There'll be a login button there. It'll take you to Wargaming, give you that little yep, this is a Wargaming account, and bring you back here. If it don't, you can just click that link again. Up here, right next to where this says edit, there will be a thumbs up and a thumbs down. It's actually going to be right over here where above this likes and dislikes section. Go ahead and click that thumbs up. Now, also, if you want to comment on just the battle, or if you're here at that point in time, you want to make another comment, there's a comment section right down here, as long as you're signed in. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, that's really it. If you're enjoying all this content that I put out here, and I hope that you are, why don't you take a moment to subscribe? By subscribing, you'll be able to see more of my videos. On top of that, if you want to see all of my videos, which would include World of Tanks replay, Minecraft tutorials and replays, and battle game reviews, make sure that you click that notification bell, changing it from personalized to always, to get all notifications of everything I upload here, even to include shorts. With that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get on up out of here, and I hope you have a great day, and maybe I'll see you on the battlefield.